hope you guys are ready. Get a coffee, get a snack, because we're learning to love ourselves today. Big task, but we're doing it. Hey guys, it's Luna. If you don't know me, hey, I'm Luna. If you do, how you doing? Today we are doing one of my absolute favorite videos to film always, which is a girl talk. This one specifically about body image, body positivity, self-love. I would say it's one of the main reasons my channel kind of started for me. It's definitely my mission and my purpose here on YouTube. I have a multitude of videos on this subject that I will link below. My most recent one was about like half a year ago, and that was called Accepting My Weight Gain as a Ballerina. And if you want to know kind of my whole story with my body image from the age of 13 till now, then watch that video. I love to update you guys where my head's at when it comes to body image because I feel like it helps you, but most importantly, it helps me. And I would say that I'm at a different place than I was half a year ago when I filmed that video. Honestly, a worse place, which is scary. Again, I want to talk to you guys about it. Maybe we can handle it together. You guys know I ask on my Instagram for you to ask me questions. So if you ever want to be involved with a girl talk, follow me on Instagram at Luna Montana. Okay, so starting off, I got a lot of questions about me and how I'm doing. A lot of you guys have been noticing that I've been losing weight, you're saying. Sense to change within me. I think I lost a drastic amount of weight, and I didn't even realize that I did during my breakup, which was in October. It was a lot emotionally for me, a big lifestyle change. I just completely lost my appetite. I also just started dancing every day for my head and my emotional being. All of that combined just made me lose weight, and I didn't even realize that I did until people started commenting on Instagram. My family started worrying. It was a weird period, but from then till now, I think I've kind of leveled out and gained the weight back. Weirdly enough, and I've heard this from a lot of people that accidentally lose weight or whatever, you get so much praise and attention, and in that moment too of emotional distress that I was going through, like that attention from other people and almost like validation, gaining it back, like and looking back at stuff like that, it's been really hard for me, and it wasn't even intentional at all. No one should ever comment on another person's body no matter what, because what if I was going through something during that time and I got comments and praise, and then that would completely fuel my fire and trigger me. From then till now, I've definitely struggled with gaining that weight back and being happy, but at the end of the day, I have to remember the emotional state that I was in at the time mentally was not well at all. I'm not one to not have an appetite. I'm a food lover. Take the image off of your physical body and just think about your inner being, and just remember that I'm getting healthier and healthier each month regardless of how my body looks. Next question is, how do I stop sabotaging myself through social media? I feel you, girl. I get into like these huge stalking holes, stalking every single Instagram LA model on Instagram for hours, and I come out feeling like the slimiest version of myself. There was one time where I did that, and like I swear I booked a lip injection appointment for the next week. Like I convinced myself I'd Facetune my photos that I need liposuction in my cheeks. I convinced myself that my nose was big and I needed a nose job. Like genuinely so damaging for me, and I'm not one to think like that. I quickly snapped out of it. Something that we have to remember when this happens is the person that I'm comparing myself to on Instagram, that's a post photo. It's obviously a good photo of them. They're not going to post something where they don't look good. Most likely Facetuned or photoshopped. That's just the reality of it. Or they have work done. So I'm comparing myself to the idolized version of them. It's getting me nowhere. It's just not natural. And even if that person was naturally like a completely perfect person, every single person is beautifully different. There's something that that girl wants that you have, vice versa. For me personally, I just have to remember, like, why would I want to morph myself into that girl who that girl is making me feel completely insecure? Why would I want to do that to other girls? And I'm not bashing on these people. I'm just saying, for me and my brand and what I've built my YouTube channel based on like self-love and accepting yourself, why would I want to try and be this perfect person to make others insecure? Like me getting messages from girls saying that I've helped them feel more confident or helped them with any type of eating disorder is way more validating and gives me purpose than someone saying I look hot or they wish I had my lips or whatever. That's the purpose of life. I know that that's my purpose, is using my brain and using my knowledge and experience to help other people, and not using my looks or like looks that I buy to make other people feel insecure. And again, I'm not hating on people that do decide to get work done or do anything. I really am not. Until a lot of people can think the same way, like society is just not going to change. We're still going to have these beauty standards. So I encourage all of you guys to start the change. Let's be the change together. So many of us fall into society's idea of beauty. It's not ideal. It's not natural. It's not affordable. It's not something you're going to be remembered for when you're in your grave. You're not going to be remembered for your huge ass lips or your small thighs. It's just not how it is. You're going to be remembered for the effect that you had on the world, your purpose, your brain, everything. It's just way way more important to me. That being said, you guys, I have probably one of the most exciting sponsorships I've ever gotten, something I'm super proud to promote, which is BetterHelp. So thank you, BetterHelp, for sponsoring this video. I'm so excited to be working with you guys. BetterHelp is an online counseling service, which is incredible. It's exactly what I would want to talk to you guys about in this video. I know for me, there are so many things interfering with my happiness and achieving my goals, body image, self-love, confidence being one of them, and BetterHelp is amazing, you guys. So with BetterHelp, they will assess your needs and match you with your very own licensed professional therapist. It's not a crisis line, it's not a self-help, it's a professional counseling service done completely online. There is a broad range of expertise in BetterHelp's counselor network, so you'll be matched with someone who meets your needs, and the service is available for clients worldwide. You can log into your account anytime and send a message to your therapist, and you will get a timely and thoughtful response. You can also schedule a video or phone calls once a week, so you won't ever have to sit in an uncomfortable waiting room or anything of the sort, all done from the comfort of your own home. BetterHelp is committed to facilitating great therapeutic matches, so if you're not vibing with your counselor, they make it easy to switch. It's way more affordable than traditional offline counseling, and there is financial aid available. BetterHelp wants you to start living a happier life today. So if you're interested, you will get 10% off your first month if you use my URL, betterhelp.com/Luna. That is betterhelp.com/Luna. Next question is, how can I get a healthy relationship with food? This took me a while. I could have never imagined like 2 or 3 years ago when I was struggling the most to even think about like my friends going to McDonald's and like me getting something. I knew it was a problem when socially it would affect me. So let's just put an example of like you're at a dinner party with friends and you're all having a big pizza, but you don't want to eat that one piece of pizza because you're trying to whatever diet and it's just making you sad. For me, all night I would be upset and like staring at this one thing. I'd fixate on it. And socially, everyone else was having a good time, but I wasn't, just because I didn't have a slice of pizza. Think about in 5 years, not like even less than 5 years, honestly a month from now, you're not going to remember that one piece of pizza that you ate. Quality of life, the time you would have spent with your friends, like socially you would have had a good time, but you weren't because you were so fixated on that one thing. So intuitive eating is something that is so important, and it's one of the hardest things to learn. I always feel a certain level of guilt, and I feel like that lives with me forever. One thing I really encourage you all to try is just take the image off of your physical body and think about your inner being again. What will make you happy? I use that example all the time, but you're gonna be laying in your grave one day and the size of your thighs will not mean a single thing. That one piece of pizza you ate will not mean a single thing. Remember the grand scheme of life. Remember your purpose, what you're here, what you're set out to do. Feeling guilt for eating when you're hungry is like feeling guilt for like breathing oxygen. It's necessary to live. Next question is, how do you accept weight gain? So again, I made a whole video on this, but obviously being a ballerina, weight gain was always my worst nightmare. And it's weird because society's like body beauty standard versus ballet is so widely different. Like for ballet, I just never wanted a butt, never wanted boobs. I wanted like no hips at all. I wanted to be square. And then like, and when I quit and entered society, it's a whole different type of body image. For me, that was almost in my favor because everything that I was always fighting with my body became like society's standard. Having a butt, having hips, having a waist, like, so in that sense I was grateful, but nevertheless weight gain is something that's super hard to accept. I know you have to remember that you are constantly growing, your body fluctuates like crazy. As long as you're healthy and treating yourself right, whatever shape or size your body is what you were naturally made to look like. That's like your homeostasis, right? If you're treating your body right, you're treating yourself, you're happy like with everything that you're doing, you're giving your body nutrients, like whatever your body looks like, whether it's this or this, that's your natural state. That's something that you can't change, and that's when you have to actually accept what you look like. That's what the universe intended you to look like. What are some things you do that make you feel good physically and mentally? So the number one thing that is your homework today that really helped me recently was I went on Instagram and I unfollowed every single person that did not serve me a good purpose. Like I unfollowed every single TikToker, model, and I've never felt better. I don't know why I didn't do that earlier. I only follow people now that like inspire me. They have style inspiration. Other than that, I've been really trying to self-reflect. I challenge all of you guys to write down at least 3 things right now that you absolutely love about yourself. Pause the video. I'll wait here. Do you have them? It doesn't have to be physical. Here, I'll do it for you right now. Number 1, I love that I get so excited about the little things. Number 2, I absolutely love my hair. I love the texture, love the color. Number 3, I absolutely love every single hardship that I've been through in my life and what it's taught me. So that's your homework. I know it seems stupid and ridiculous to stare at yourself in the mirror and be like, I am worthy, I am loved. The more and more you keep doing it, the more you're gonna start believing in it. So that is your homework. How do I help someone who is dealing with an eating disorder? So again, as a ballerina growing up in the industry, every single one of my friends, I would say, dealt with some sort of body dysmorphia, eating disorder. It's a really, really hard thing to watch. I feel like for me, I'm also just super empathetic and I feel so hopeless when I can't help someone. I do think it's important to talk to someone, just like a parent or a counselor or a teacher, or someone that can help. I would really try and stay pretty neutral. I think commenting on someone's body no matter what is damaging. Just kind of be like, I'm here to support you no matter what you need. Like, I want to be here for you. I've had friends in and out of treatment. Like, it's a very, very hard thing to watch. If you know someone that has struggled, who's, you know, coming out of treatment or some sort, I know that meal times are very, very hard. So whenever those are around, like, try to make it more comfortable, more fun. A lot of times they feel like a burden and it's hard when a lot of the attention's on them, especially when everyone knows they're struggling. So try to make it more fun, eat with them, always eat with them, and just try to be there and be of support as much as you can. But I know it's hard. My guy friends think self-love is selfish. What do I tell them? They're just saying that because they're threatened that if you love yourself, then they'll feel lesser than. So tell them that they should try it sometime. Confidence versus arrogance. I really don't think they go hand in hand, because confidence is just knowing that you are the best version of yourself, not that you are above others. Because society has already made it so hard to love ourselves, I really don't think it's going to get that far. I don't think you have to worry between that. How to become more confident when speaking. Okay, this is actually probably one of my biggest insecurities as of late. I have found out that I'm actually pretty shy when I meet people for the first time, and I'm scared to say stuff, and I kind of beat myself up over it because I feel like I do have such a great personality, and obviously, like, online I pour my heart and soul out to you guys, and I want people to know my personality when I first meet them. Like, first impressions are huge for me, so I want people to know that I'm like a cool person. Stay so quiet because I'm so scared to say something embarrassing or not cool. I found a TikTok that was like, I'm confident because when I speak, I simply choose not to feel embarrassed. In moments that I should be embarrassed, probably, I just choose not to. So just be confident in your opinions and your ideals, and if that person doesn't vibe with your personality or what you're saying, then like, they're lost. It just doesn't click, whatever. You're just delaying the process of that, if that makes sense. How do I find the difference between losing weight to be healthy and losing weight to look better? Okay, so for me, when I was struggling really bad, I would always use it as an excuse that I want to eat better to be healthier, but in reality, I just wanted to lose weight. It's weird, as I have quit ballet and, you know, talk to normal people, like, that live normal lives. It's so triggering for me to hear people going on diets or people, like, choosing not to eat bad or like whatever, because automatically my mind goes to that. But I have to remember that, you know, there are situations in which we live life and we're not treating our bodies right, and we do need to take a step back. For example, last week I was on set for a movie, and I was on set 9 to 7 all 5 days of the week. On a movie set, they have craft services, which craft services as like Doritos, Chips Ahoy, fruit snacks, stuff that I never eat, was never raised with, and I went crazy. Obviously, I'm like sitting on set all day, and then obviously I'm gone all day, so I didn't have time to do my normal workouts or dance or anything. So I wasn't moving. By the end of the week, I literally felt so gross. I literally had pimples all over my face. I felt disgusting. Come the weekend, I told my trainer, I was like, hey, we have to grind this week. Like, I'm dancing every day this week and I'm gonna eat clean. And it wasn't necessarily for my body at all. It was more for my inner being. I felt gross. I didn't feel energetic. Internally, I wasn't feeling good. Again, you just have to assess your motives and make sure that you're doing it for the right reasons. Last question, how can I find myself worthy of love? Again, coming out of a breakup, coming out of a relationship where you always had constant validation that you were worthy, at least for me, because I was in a healthy relationship. I ended the relationship because I couldn't find that within myself. I only relied on outer validation from everyone. And then when I would try to find that validation through boys, like, and wouldn't get that back, or just entering this whole dating LA world, like, it made me completely question my worth. I did find a TikTok, and I'm gonna play it for you guys. It's Selena Gomez.
Now I have expectations where it's like, if I were to do this, or if I were to give you, are you strong enough? Are you capable of being someone that's gonna be in my life? That's how I approach things now. And I'm not being conceited. I'm saying it's actually an honor to be with me, because I think I'm a great person and I love people deeply, and I won't tolerate ever being treated the way that I had been.
Facts. As long as you know that you're a good person, find someone that's worthy of that, not someone that makes you question whether you're worthy at all. Each and every one of you are worthy of love, and especially worthy of loving yourself. Do the things that I tell you. Go and follow those people on Instagram. Write down self-affirmations. I know it seems hard, but you have to start somewhere. You deserve to live a long, happy life loving the body that you're living in. Hopefully, I could have helped at least one of you guys out there feel a little bit more comfortable. I know it's a long journey. Trust me, I struggle every single day with it. Thank you for giving me the platform that I I do to be allowed to even, you know, help me. This helps me so much to talk to you guys. So I love you to the moon and back. Bye, guys.